Hello, book lovers! I'm Khodakivska. This is Cat Joseph, the writer's cat. Welcome to our channel. Back with a Sunday book review, and today I'm going to tell you about not about one book, but about trilogy by author that just like her books are incredible in all the aspects. She's one of my auto-buy writers. This author creates something exceptional, something solid, valid, and I do hope that many generations will savor and will enjoy and will learn a lot from her books. So I'm telling you about Donna Scuvotti and about her trilogy. I will start, as it was her first book in this trilogy, with just Jonathan. Well, I will read you the synopsis of the book, and then I will tell you I have already probably filmed the separate video concerning this book. I don't remember for sure, but if I did, I find it and I will leave the link in the description below. Here we go. Reeling from the death of his beloved mother at the hands of a drunk driver, 13-year-old Jonathan is struggling with the aftermath while having with an abusive alcoholic father. Past curfew one night, Jonathan, plagued by nightmares, ventures into the forest by his Pacific Northwest home, trying to escape his life at home and come to terms with his devastating loss. While wandering aimlessly, he hears a blood-curdling scream that freezes him in tracks. Faced with a dilemma of whether to investigate or potentially put himself in harm's way, his adventurous spirit wins out and he stumbles on more than he bargains for. Jonathan soon discovers that a serial killer has been running amok and using the forest as his own personal playground. So, as far as I remember, this book for you to understand that how solid the characters are, because I just read your synopsis, but all the events or all the characters are inner torturous, just like a book in my head at once. So, the perilous and dangerous adventures of teenager Jonathan impressed me, amazed me, and as far as I remember, I was fidgeting on the place because I worried so much about Jonathan. So the plot is super captivating. It just like grabbed my attention from the first lines, and it kept me intense, in suspense, in intrigue, just like full of all the like you're worried about your own child in some aspect. That's what how I felt about this, because I'm a mom, and just like the character was portrayed, this particular character was portrayed so vividly that I was looking at him not just like a character, just like a person, like somebody's son, and Donna Scuvotti managed to create this kind of character that feels so real, not so like character, like a real person. So I worried so much about Jonathan. The writing style, it's if you're lucky and you don't have any grown-up distractions, you would definitely read this book in one sitting, because the book is written at a fast pace. It's dynamic, it's full of twists and turns, emotional twists and turns. It's full of wise, heartbreaking, heart-squeezing, but still heartwarming and hopeful scenes. The characters, as I've just told you, all of them are memorable. Jonathan, Luke, his father, everyone he meets during the story unfolding, every single character, the main ones, the supporting ones are memorable and perfectly thought out. The next, I don't remember. I don't remember the quote that I wrote out in the official a review, book review on Instagram or WordPress. If you follow me on this social media, you have already probably read the full review and the my favorite quote. But let these take in account that I read this book about a year or something ago, but just like I'm opening the favorite quote, let me here, and there are. And I just like I'm reading it, and there are so warm emotions and feelings like awoken in and enveloping my heart, my soul. Let it be this one on page number 9. Have you ever met one of those that after you meet them, you can't stop thinking about them because they have an angelic aura, an aura that exudes warmth and friendliness. After one encounter, they seem like your best friend, and you end up telling them all your deepest, darkest secrets you haven't dared share with with another. So. And I mean, this one quote, but reflects the whole book. Even though it's a psychological thriller, and in some aspects or in some moments, this book reminds me of Dexter series. If you enjoyed watching this series, you will truly enjoy reading Just Jonathan. But still. There's such background, such a dynamic, intense background, there are still so many heartbreaking, so hopeful, so encouraging, so heart squeezing and wise scenes that just like my heart melt at once. And I'm still thinking where I've told you in today I was filming another video, and I was telling that having read the books by Donna Scuvotti, I processed a lot, I reflected a lot. We talked about Donna Scuvotti's books so much with my husband, with my mom, with my best friend. And there are some moments I discussed with my son. He is 10 years old, and we were discussing these scenes, and my son was sitting close to me with his eyes wide open, and was listening carefully. He was catching my every single word while I was talking about Donna Scuvotti's book, because she's a master of this deep plunging into human soul, or into the boys or men's, or so. It's unique, but it's true. I truly enjoyed reading Just Jonathan. So take a look how creepy the book cover is. So if you enjoy reading deeply psychological, emotional novels with a lot of life wisdom and beautiful family touching, thrilling scenes connected with family, friendship, love, you will enjoy reading this book. It's about everything. It's not just our deep psychological emotional thriller. It's much bigger, it's much deeper, it's solid, valid. The whole trilogy is very solid and very valid books. So the next one. So if you decide to start reading Donna Scuvotti books, I would definitely recommend you to start with this one. Then you can decide. But this one is the first one. It's the center where you can just like focus on before deciding what to read next. So this one, Just Jonathan, was the first one. So the next one, I will show you two books, the sequel and prequel, and I will tell you emotions and what these books are about, and then it's up to you to decide what you're willing to read next. So the sequel, Deadly Vendetta by Donna Scuvotti, and Black Sheep, the prequel to Just Jonathan. I was balancing what to read next, or sequel. And my heart went to this one. So the first one, let's take a look how, The cover, it's just like simple but so adorable, so juicy, so memorable, so solid, so eye-catching. So here is a prequel to Just Jonathan. Our Black Sheep, our great name of the book in my humble opinion. So the first one, the book cover is great, the name of the book is great, the plot are at first sight it can be pretty simple. We follow Luke, the man who is telling the story of his life, but then it turns into something exceptional. It turns into a real bookish masterpiece. It's not just an ordinary novel about life of someone's life. Such lives are unique, and Donna Scuvotti manages to show all the layers, all the stages, all the grades and all the deepest depth of their man's soul. So here we follow Luke. Who Jonathan. You will meet Luke in Just Jonathan. That's why I'm telling that the first one, just read Just Jonathan, and then you will decide what to read next. So here we follow Luke, the man who is telling the story of his life. Since his early childhood, Lucas Travers, as far as I remember the surname right, was a sort of outcast outsider in his own family, and a poor little boy just doesn't understand why am I outsider, or why parents don't love me, why my brothers don't feel like spending time with me, why don't they like love me as well. But the more questions he put, the more he started searching for the truth. He gets only more and more questions. Still he keeps going, no matter how hard, how rough, how challenging, how unbelievably in some moments unbearable his life is. He keeps going, he keeps overcoming these inner tortures. He keeps fighting with his inner demons, and meantime he keeps spreading a bottomless, bright, incredible, kind, generous, blissful light to all those around who also need it desperately. Luke is a really unique human, and once again I will tell you that when I know that this book is a fiction, but still when I was reading this book, Black Sheep and Vendetta and Just Jonathan, it doesn't matter, the feeling was the same, that I'm reading the truth-based novel, because I was overwhelmed with the feelings, emotions, events, or feelings, musings, or everything concerning the book. This one is particular. This one is just like super emotional, deep. It's very deep. It's very profound. It's solid. It's valid. It contains so many lessons. Lessons to parents, to kids, to friends. Or it's not just like ordinary novel, as I have told you about. It's it's something incredible. It's something more solid, or it's about relationships, mother son, or father son, or it's about family ties. It's about family secrets. It's about family drama, or it's about friendship. It's about creating a new family. It's about finding someone who with who your soul will live forever and ever. And one more thing, if you're a dog lover, you will just like cherish this book, because I know Donna Scuvotti is a dog lover. She's an animal lover in general, but I know that she loves dogs so much, and or if you're a dog lover as well, you will just like cherish this book, because getting back to the next point, the characters are all of them are incredible, but the animal characters are just like so cute, so touching, so sweet, so kind, are just like I mean, that's why the plot, I've told you, the characters they are so solid, so perfectly thought out, that you will, as I've told you, probably that it's my only my humble opinion, but it seems to me that you will read this book and you will just like, is it a fiction? I can't believe that these all these characters are fictional characters, because they all feel real. They all seem real, just like you are reading a brilliantly written newspaper article, something like that. But it's just like in general. So the writing style, as you have already probably guessed, is for me it's absolutely amazing in all the aspects. It's written it's at fast paced, at fire pace, I would say, because if I'm lucky to be free and to have spare time, I would definitely read it in one sitting. But still, I read it in a couple of sittings, because still life is life, or grown busy of life of grown-ups. So it's full of unexpected turns and twists. It's full of mesmerizing family scenes, or loving clean romance or scenes, or it's full of kind lessons, or it's this book is a treasure, or for relationships, husband, wife, or family, daughter, son, mother, father. It's a manual for friendship, and so on and so forth. So I have a lot of quotes over here. Let it be a random one. I will choose the random one. This one, once again, I've just filmed the video with this one, with the same one. Probably I will. Okay, let it be this one. The dandelion doesn't stop growing because it is told it is a weed. The dandelion doesn't care what others see. It says, one day they will be making wishes upon me. The quote, the wisdom, the depth, the great of inspiration and encouraging. And talking about the dogs, for dog lovers, just like the next page. Dogs are too good for us. It's brief, it's wise, it's like, it's a sort of a glimmer. Quote glimmer. So I gave this one my highest humble rating, 5.5 out of 5 stars, because it's great, because it's just like, I consider it to be a bookish masterpiece, and I will definitely reread it someday, and I will definitely give it to my son to read someday, and to my daughter as well. So, Black Sheep by Donna Scuvotti. And let's get back to the third one, Deadly Vendetta. This one is the sequel to Just Jonathan. Here we meet Jonathan 20 years later. He's a successful attorney living in Portland. He's living pretty happy life when unexpectedly fate decides to shake him, not a bit but strongly enough to cause a lot of dramatic or heart squeezing and sad events. He's I don't remember her name, or I don't remember her name, Brie, I guess. Paralegal dies in his arms, and unfortunately her death leads to the chain of more death and more dangerous fatal events that that bring Jonathan back to his nightmares, the nightmares from his childhood, and here starts the new transformation of Jonathan's personality. He just like as he has to go one more transformation. He had already gone through a huge transformation 20 years ago, but now just like fate decides to give Jonathan one more, I won't name it challenge, it's like rough, tough event time that Jonathan has to come through to become a sort of or new person for himself, a sort of. This one is a thriller, deeply psychological, I'm sorry, emotional thriller. I'm just like filming the 7th or 8th video in a row. That's why I probably can't speak anymore. So the plot is super interesting, super captivating. It's dynamic. After his colleague, Jonathan's colleague, dies away in his arms, he promises to avenge her death, but instead everything is getting more and more complicated, causing more and more tragic and drama events, and so on and so forth. There are a lot of twists, a lot of turns. It's a roller coaster, I would say. It grabbed my attention from the first lines, and it kept me in suspense from cover to cover. So the book is absolutely glorious. This deeply psychological thriller is emotional or dynamic, bright, vivid, but still hopeful, inspiring, and encouraging. The characters, as I've told you, it was so much joy to see Jonathan again, to see Luke again, and it was so cute, and to meet new ones, new characters, to see how the new relationship start like blooming, and it was nice. It was so cute to meet the new ones. Of course, there were a lot of villains that, oh my god, just like made me worry about the main characters, the good ones. So the quotes, the next point is the quotes. Let it be, let it be. This one on the page 254. Those were the days when life seemed simpler. The days as a child, when your biggest decision of the day was decided what you wanted for breakfast, or essentials magically appeared when you ran out. Adulting took more effort than a child could ever know. Why kids always wanted to grow up was beyond me. This particular quote felt so close to me because I felt the same when I was a little girl, and everyone around was asking me, do you want to grow up fast? You want to be a grown-up? I was answering no. I'm enjoying to be a kid, because it's enough time to become more a grown-up, but I would never be a kid again. That's why I'm happy to preserve my inner kid alive. That's why probably I'm writing fairy tales and like the books that where everyone can find a sort of a miracle for himself or herself. So this particular quote by Donna Scuvotti about childhood, about growing up, about aging, just like felt so special for me. I gave for this book 5.5 stars because it's so good. The book is absolutely glorious. The book cover is intriguing, is creepy, is eye-catching. The plot is awesome, or the writing style is just like gorgeous in all the aspects. The characters, oh my god, I'm loving the characters created by Donna Scuvotti. Everything, quotes, everything seems so perfect for me in Donna Scuvotti's books. So, this one is the third one. So that's why it's up to you to just like to choose which one. Starting with this one, just Jonathan, and then you can just like choose which one is calling for you, Black Sheep or Deadly Vendetta by Donna Scuvotti. But I will wait. I'm sorry. I'm telling you once again that all three books, Black Sheep by Donna Scuvotti, Deadly Vendetta, and Jonathan, this trilogy is absolutely glorious, is absolutely amazing. So if you enjoy reading, I truly adore that this is a mix of deeply psychological thrillers, emotional thrillers, and more. It's I can name it just novel because it's something much deeper. It's such a solid, such a valid book. I guess I do hope that more and more readers, if you watch this video, please read this one, and this one. If you have already read all these three or one of them, please let me know, because I am truly curious about your opinion concerning Donna Scuvotti's books. Or if you still haven't read it, start with just Jonathan, and then you will decide what to read next. And if you still decide to read Donna Scuvotti's books, please let me know which one is your favorite one. I can say which one, probably Black Sheep. Probably Black Sheep, but I loved all of them. But Black Sheep is something exceptional. It's something so incredible. It's definitely a masterpiece. So, this video will be too long for Sunday book review, but still, what can I do when I love these books so much and I can't stop talking about them because they are so adorable. Black Sheep, Just Jonathan, and Deadly Vendetta by incredible Donna Scuvotti. I do hope that you will enjoy reading this trilogy as much as I did. As I read in Donna Scuvotti's social media that Black Sheep is probably one of her best books she has written so far. I underline so far because I'm sure that Donna Scuvotti will create more great books, more great novels, more adorable psychological thrillers. Probably she will create something, she will surprise her devoted readers and create something new. But the only thing I'm sure that whatever Donna Scuvotti will create in future, this one, all her creations will be totally bookish masterpieces, because these ones are masterpieces and I truly adored reading them. So, thank you so much for watching such a long Sunday book review. Oh my god, 28 minutes, but still, I do hope you have fun watching this video, and I do hope that you will read these books and you will enjoy reading these books as much as I did. And catch us up. See you soon. I'm Khodakivska. This is Cat Joseph, the writer's cat. We do hope that you will enjoy reading these books as much as we did. Thank you so much for dropping by and watching this video. Stay safe, take care, and happy reading. See you soon.